There we go. I'm live this time. Wonderful. And volume checks are both good. Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome to another stream of Sally Cat Plays Return to Dark Castle. So, I have played through all of Novice, Beginner, and Intermediate. Now the main challenge left is Advanced difficulty. And what a challenge it shall be.
Yeah.
I don't really need to pick up all of these notes anymore, but may as well. Now, Advanced difficulty is quite hard, so I need to think of what tools I want. Apparently I've picked up a mace in my bits of practice that I've done, which is nice. So I've got that. I've got 10... Really, I have 10 bombs already? Huh. Okay, when I saw that I was at 0%, I thought that I had not done any practice with this character, but apparently that is a lie. But I'm just going to pretend that I haven't done, because I do still need to pick up more elixirs. And I have no keys, which could be a problem if I fall into a dungeon. So let's go to one of my favorite farming spots. Okay, no rocks, no elixirs. Bit of a lousy start there. Much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. That was foolish. So Advanced difficulty has a lot more things like spikes and holes in the floor that I can fall into. And I'm probably going to have to do a fair bit of shutting up and concentrating so that I don't immediately die. Oh, phooey. Well, let's see if I can remember how the dungeon works on Advanced, shall we?
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I'm still picking up those notes, just habit, I guess. Okay, you can't quite reach me, and I can't quite reach you. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this the slow way. It should eventually work. Anytime now. I don't know how many hits these guys take on Advanced, but it's a lot. I could also try using blocking, but that does take a small amount of health off of me. Oh, crap. Of course, that's better than the large amount of health that I lose getting hit right in the face. Don't! And it's already over. But hey, I gained a whole 1 elixir from that run. So yeah, the things I really want to succeed in Advanced difficulty include a good weapon. In fact, I should switch out my weapon. I need a good weapon. I need fireball. I need stone ball. I can do a lot of things without shield, but I am going to want it eventually. Carrying around a mace, but I do, in fact, like the flail better.
Yeah.
So let's go down to the armory and pick one up. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. That's not how that was supposed to go. Oh, this could get messy. This could get messy because I dropped my flail way too close to the guard. Let's try doing advanced difficulty in front of an audience, I said. It'll be fun, I said.
Yeah.
Okay, actually not so bad because I can just pick up the flail that is usually there. Okay, only slightly beaten up that time. You can't throw rocks while you're on the stairs. Some might call that a design flaw. Probably not me, but some. You know, I really didn't even need to hit that switch there. But now I've got my flail. I've got a good weapon. It will make taking out henchmen marginally easier. So, in the original Dark Castle levels, the shield path is the easiest to do first. In Beyond Dark Castle, fireball feels easiest. Well, that, might not count as death exactly. Do want to hit that switch, because I am not good at dodging the big scythe. Hi. Okay. Now I just have to survive long enough to get a door open. Oh no. Oh yay. Hooray, I live! Oh, I did not remember this part. What? No. No, that is not fair. Oh, screw this difficulty. I could just go over to the Dark Castle levels and do Shield 1. But that feels just a little too cheesy for what I want to do right now. Even though it would be a better source of farming elixirs. Sweet dodge. Oh, did not make that jump like I thought I did. Huh. Okay, so I appear not to die, but it does in fact cost one of my lives when that happens. Yeah, welcome to Advanced Difficulty, everyone. Doing the same rooms over and over again until it finally works. Hey there, R.L. Watson, and yes, Donkey Kong was certainly one of the original inspirations for Dark Castle and Beyond Dark Castle. Okay, and now I gotta wait for some timings to line up. I did not wait correctly for the timings to line up. It's fine. Gonna grab some goodies, and... gonna die. Gonna die and get dumped into the dungeon. I will play through the dungeon eventually, I just kind of would like to get anything in the game before doing that. I made it through here once just fine on a practice session a few days ago. Maybe if I didn't insist on getting the elixir drops. Maybe I should try farming at the clock tower instead. Ugh. Close, but not quite. But at least I didn't get dumped into the dungeon. So I come out, restore my life, and we try again. That looked good for a minute, and then it didn't. Good cycle, I think. Oh, come on! this goes on too long, I might have to go blow my way into Shield 1 just to feel like I'm making some progress. That felt like it shouldn't have worked, but it did. I am taking it. Huh. Excellent. Made it through the hard part. Ooh, didn't even take damage that time. Now to the ever-popular labyrinth levels. I'm trying to despawn snakes and it's only kind of working. And now I've gotten at least one bomb legitimately, and not from farming the training levels. Oh boy, can I... Yes, I can climb down in here. Good. And then I can bonk my head on the ceiling. I'm not sure if that particular tunnel construction was in the original Beyond Dark Castle. Because believe it or not, I've not actually played Beyond Dark Castle on the super hard difficulty. Ah, there goes an elixir. Yeah, labyrinths can be good for the farming of resources. They can also be good for wasting a lot of time and health trying to find anything. Return potion, very nice. I have so many bombs. Yeah, would really like to find a few more elixirs in here. Also would kind of like to find the exit. That's far too many creepy crawly enemies. There's the exit, cool. Oh, jeez, this might hurt. If the snakes are coming down this fast... Okay, I've got it. Nice. That was a reasonably good labyrinth. Still don't have a lot of elixirs, but I have lots of bombs. And bombs are good. Now a moment while I focus on removing winged enemies. That one really well. No. No. I could use my return potion to keep all my goodies. I'm gonna do that. I actually want Fireball a little bit more than I want Shield right now, because Black Knight's Brewery, even on Advanced, isn't that bad to do without Shield. Actually, yeah, still want Fireball more than I want Shield. Will bombs help me? Not in that path, no. Yeah, I feel like the East Tower here is probably the easiest path that gets me something that I really want, which is Fireball. Some of the other paths, like West Tower Wall or the path to the observatory, include walls with way too many dang birds. See what happens when you practice. You get really good at things like specific video game levels. Okay, more elixirs this time, please. Pretty please. Also, I have read that in Beyond Dark Castle, these labyrinths actually had a set number of maps that you could just go. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well, I'm in the labyrinth where I want to be, so I'm going to keep going, because I am not in the dungeon. Anyway, in Beyond Dark Castle, the labyrinths all had a certain number of maps that they would cycle through. So you could, in fact, just memorize map layouts, whereas in Return to Dark Castle, the labyrinths are procedurally generated and thus randomized. But I don't know if they are randomized every time you enter a labyrinth, or for every new save file, or what. Remember, there's food there. And also here, okay. It is so much harder to hang on to your elixirs on this difficulty. Okay, apparently this is going to be the all-bomb save file. Run away. I think I read somewhere that if you find a bunch of keys in the labyrinth, you're close to an exit. That seems to be true. And still a net gain on elixirs. Acceptable. Oh, one more bat. Okay. Better this time. Patience will serve you well. feel like getting that elixir if I have to fight with spikes for it.
Yeah.
Orb! First orb of the night!
Yeah.
Also, possibly I shouldn't do this, but I can. To the belfry! Now, if you're clever, you can take out a lot of bats with that bomb. Fortunately for me, I have many bombs available with which to take out these spiders. Aw, spiders run. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, and now the spider is still there. I think the spiders don't actually cross over into the ladder area, though. So maybe I can just ignore the one on that side. Drop bomb, crawl away very fat. Well, that sort of worked. If I lose health too fast, I may need to just skedaddle out of here. Well, I learned some things. Nuts! Oh, I thought I had enough time to stand up and use a potion. Welp. Try again, I guess. Playing video games on hard mode. Try, cry, lather, rinse, repeat. Try, cry, repeat until satisfied. Oh, I like that better. On the plus side, I'm getting really good at the brewery. Thank you very much, Robin Klassen. Why did it have to be so very many snakes? Definitely yoinking that. Anyway, I've definitely got a new labyrinth layout this time. Multiple return potions is certainly not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, dead end, but plus 2 elixirs. Might be nice to find some food in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, RNG gods, for answering my prayer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
3 potions. The labyrinth is generous today. Okay, so much for the keys next to the exit theory. Unless the exit is over here.
Yeah.
No, it is not. It's over here. Okay, let's see if I can arrange things so that I'm not snaked to death. This may take some fiddling.
Yeah.
Darn you. Too many snakes! Yeah, probably should have saved that fruit bowl. Okay, this is gonna hurt a little. Ah! I think the labyrinth does have the same layout when I die in it. Now, if that means that the goodies don't respawn, that is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fruit bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, this was useless.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure that the labyrinths will give you more food on higher difficulty levels, mostly because they are larger and so much harder to traverse. Yeah, it's looking like goodies don't respawn, and I kind of hate that. But here we are at the exit again. With slightly better timing. Huzzah. Right, one more bat. Okay, that one was not as bad as I feared. Grab elixir. Grab orb. And ignore the belfry for now because I just don't have that many lives to play with. Slightly uncomfy getting that lowest rope there. Don't need more rocks. Merlin, I've been trying to reach you all night. Rocks have been turned into powerful fireballs. Yay. And yes, even the library is more dangerous than it is on other difficulties. Because there's lots of bats and lots of falling books. Let's put the Beyond Dark Castle orbs here. Yay, 5%. Well, now that I've got a fireball, I could go and get Stoneball. But I'm not sure that I actually want to just yet. Shall I continue going on with Beyond Dark Castle and do the Clock Tower and Chopper levels? Or shall I move on to something else, maybe Dark Castle levels and get the easy shield? Okay. Computer room. Again, more bats than ever before. And also, oh, that is a lot of rats, wow. But they should respawn a little more slowly when I threaten their brethren with the smell of singed flesh. Okay, so much for respawning slower. Whoopsie. And with all the escapades in the labyrinth, I actually have lots of gas right now. Aim is somewhat atrocious, but I have lots of gas. I also like that Fireball gives you a little particle trail. Makes it easier to gauge. Hold on, watching lasers. No! I may have to go farm some more rocks. Is this level good for farming rocks? Kind of, but I have to get all the way up there. I'll just use the library. I'm not as good at some of the farming patterns on this difficulty. Actually, where else are there easy to get rocks? Thought there might be in here. Yes, the rocks are easy to find, but I spent too many rocks just getting that. Though at least only if one of the enemies that I have to kill here respawns. So in theory, I can take more careful aim and actually come out with a net increase of rocks. But actually, I kind of hate that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna nope out of there. Yeah, standing in front of the bookshelf is not a good idea here. Unless maybe you have the helmet. Better. And I don't really have to kill all the bats. Ooh, you know, with Fireball, I actually could do the giant tree. Yeah, when their eyes open, that's when they're pretty close to waking up and coming after you. Giant tree would be slightly easier with the shield, but I'm pretty sure I can do it without. Oh, nope, no rocks this time. Abort! Abort! I lost a bunch of elixirs doing this. Maybe I should have just lost all of my lives and rebooted. You know, again, Black Knight's Brewery does spawn rocks fairly often and is very easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
So much easier.
Yeah.
And now you know why players like having as close to the maximum number of rocks as we can get. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Oh.
Didn't suck that bad. And we take out the mutants, and we take out some guards. And we keep taking out mutants because they just keep respawning. And we open up the hedge maze. So yeah, there are definitely going to be spoilers and also cheese strats in this playthrough. Arr.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
It's too focused on the guard on the other side of the screen. Do you respawn? Let's find out. Okay, that is just an excessive amount of mutants. Okay then. Maybe I can take my chances with the birds and shield too. On advanced, I do not like rooms that give me that many swooping birds. Though with Fireball, and I've got a bunch of keys. Got another idea for a relatively easy path to an orb.
Yeah.
This time I am going to open up the gates.
Yeah.
Remember that some suits of armor can hold secrets. Alright, have a good night, Robin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, 2 guards at the bottom of this level. Great. Whoop, didn't quite make that jump. Made the jump and the guard got me. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta watch everything on screen. It's madness. It's cool, I'll just let you keep throwing barrels and wait for the guard to get in more favorable position. Okay, I may regret this a little bit because I've come in here with 0 extra lives. This level can be a little bit harder without the helmet, but I found that really, if you maintain alertness and decent timing, and luck, you can still get dead. But yeah, alertness, good timing, and good luck. You don't really need the helmet in the wine cellar. Granted, the bottles are falling thick and fast enough that... Oh, come on now. And now I'm out of elixirs. This cannot stand. Try shield to farm a few more elixirs, maybe. And now I'm back up to 6 elixirs. Yay! I knew as soon as I tried it, that was not gonna work. Yeah, Shield 1 at least is super easy to recover from if you die in it. Oh, what am I doing? This is what happens when you focus on taking out the mutants and not enough on dodging boulders. No elixirs, come on now. I refuse. No elixirs again, but at least some rocks, I guess. Nearly dodged that one. Okay, I'm not used to having mutants on that topmost level there. That might trip me up a little. Can't catch me! Unless you can. Nearly successful. Okay, don't be a fool, get your life back. That's not a good idea. And I've been at this nearly an hour and I have succeeded at one thing. It does get easier once you gain a few more tools and also extra lives. Ah, there were two of you there. Might have been able to jump that one if my reflexes were a little better. Really? I would would like to be able to progress beyond the first level of the shield path eventually. Maybe I'll have to go and see how Richard does it. Darn you and such. But just look how many elixirs I have now. Yeah, Shield 1 honestly feels much easier on beginner and intermediate difficulties. That's taken care of. I don't love the laser pattern here, but I have enough elixirs I can just eat some rat bites. Definitely call that one a success. So I don't really need to maximize my fuel gathering here. But I would like to show one thing. I don't know how many people are actually going to see this, but there's a note here. It says, these chopper packs were once used for bombing runs. And you can indeed drop bombs from the choppers in this game. Now we had thought that maybe that was just a neat little bit of in-game lore. And the note stays collected, that's cool. Out that you can take the chopper and go behind the clock here and pick up 2 or 3 hidden bombs. That secret has been in Return to Dark Castle since it first came out in 2008. I learned about it within the past month or so. I still love how the vultures make that splat sound when they die and hit the ground. Anyway, swamp, let's go. Let's not get killed by rock-hurling mutants. I've got 18 elixirs and 72 rocks. That is pretty good for what I want to do right now. Watch out for Big Bird here. If I see any unguarded rocks, I might swoop down to get them. 1 mile checkpoint. And now we get the pink flaming eyeball. He's got a bad case of the pink eye. Anyway, you may notice that I can push him back just by flying in his general direction. It's hers. They never tell us their pronouns. Now, I probably should try throwing some rocks and killing it at some point. But I've got enough gas to mess around a little bit here. Yeah, I can push him all the way back to the guardhouse. It's kind of hilarious. Uh-oh. My rocks are blocked by the wall, but your missiles are not. Okay, can I ask you to not kill me while I deal with this fella? Much obliged. I can get behind him and not be in any danger from the pink fireballs at all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm glad there was a floor there, otherwise he probably would have killed me in his dying explosion.
Yeah.
Orb get! Now this is probably a terrible idea, but it's a fun one. Let's go visit the casino. Hey there, Lunar Sovereign. Oh my goodness, 3 guards. That would be really annoying to deal with if I didn't have Fireball. But I do, so I can shoot them once and they don't get up again. Okay, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casino is one of the areas where you are really at the mercy of the RNG. The rock machine is going to drop goodies more often than any of the others. So you've got pretty okay chances of breaking okay on the rocks, or breaking even on the rocks,
Yeah.
and some chance even of increasing your rocks to the point where you can feel comfortable taking on the other slot machines.
Yeah.
But yeah, pushing the eye back to the guardhouse is a pretty decent strategy for being able to come in here with many rocks
Yeah.
instead of a frustratingly small amount of rocks.
Yeah.
Oh hey, I'm almost back up to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah! So in order to get the treasure, we need each of these machines to give us at least 1 treasure. Or
Yeah.
1 goodie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine how hard and annoying it would be if you had to keep killing those guards because you came in here with just plain rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I do not like the inclusion of the floor spikes here. Because this level really needed to be made any more annoying. Bless me, RN Jesus. Not bad. Thank you, RN Jesus. I was hoping that one would do it.
Yeah.
Also, I think the spikes will get me if my face touches them while I'm on the stairs, not just my feet. We're real close to either winning
Yeah.
or entirely running out of rocks and ruining my night. Well, no, night is not ruined, but... Well, darn, I'm out of rocks. I'm going to have to come back here again another time. Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah.
The RNG giveth and the RNG laugheth in your face. But I have another orb, and that means I have an extra life. Which is a very useful thing to have. And if you come into the anteroom with fewer than 10 rocks, it'll bump you up to 10. Good for basic survivability. So let's go do more farming! Yay. It does occur to me, I have plenty enough bombs. I have plenty of bombs to do catacombs, but I want to get Stone Ball first to better take care of the flaming eyeball.
Yeah. Yeah.
In some ways, Shield 1 is better because I don't have to deal with the door opening and closing animation in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, more rocks, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That'll do. And now I think I will clear out the Black Forest. really doing Beyond Dark Castle this evening.
Whoa! Yeah!
Ooh, smooth. Why, yes! Sir Bryant can jump faster than a laser.
Yeah!
Also, this time I think I will collect a few more gas cans.
Yeah!
You can do the swamp and black forest levels with only about 40 gas, but it's cutting it pretty tight. Should be able to do most of my shenanigans in here with the resources that I have.
Yeah!
I get a little more nervous picking up gas cans from the trees in the black forest. Oops. Mainly because of the vegetation. It's harder for me to realize exactly where the hitboxes are. Don't need those, not on this one. Oh, the stinking mutant got me. So yeah, when the flaming pink eyeballs take 12 shots to take down, it may in fact be more economical to dodge and push it back to the guardhouse than to try and hold still and kill it like this. Oh, hooray, I've gotten it once. Oh, I've got 23 gas. I'll be fine to go one more mile. Yeah, see? Fine. Reposition just a little. There. Safe. Now, was pushing the eyeball back a thing in the original Beyond Dark Castle? I have no idea.
Yeah!
But what I do have is an orb.
Yeah!
But it's only every 2 orbs that I get an extra life. hit the silly bat. Okay, so that's the 2 chopper levels and fireball. I could try West Tower Wall, but that is notoriously one of the hardest areas in the Beyond Dark Castle set. Game? Game, where'd you... Game, what are you doing? Music... Okay, cool. The music is playing as usual, but the game had a moment of not wanting to run correctly. Come on. Don't make me end the stream from technical difficulties just yet, please.
Yeah.
I think I may need to give that room a little break. Let's go do some more farming and shield. Yeah, not sure how I was supposed to dodge all of those. Keep getting distracted by the mutants! Yeah, perfectly valid strategy to just spend all of your lives in a room farming resources, then leave, restore lives, come back, repeat process. Slightly less awesome is falling into the dungeon, or trouble. No. Oh, I'm full of keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it is possible to throw rocks straight up, I'm just not doing it quite right. Speaking of rocks, boy am I glad this room gives me so many.
Yeah.
Dope. And then I die and reload, and the room gives me no rocks. Great. There we go. Oh. Why? Am I not getting the timing right on these?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There. And quickly run over here before the floor is overrun by rats.
Yeah.
Okay. Flying enemies are all gone.
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. A little time consuming, but not too bad. Gotta reposition my legs here. I wonder how many in-game days I've been at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just let more mutants spawn. That's a great idea. Darn it, I think I nearly had that one. Just spent a lot of rocks, gained none. Over here. Phooey. I think I am slowly learning how to get through this. Deal with these if you need to. And sometimes you just get bad patterns. Wait, 0 lives. Retreat. I really need to learn where I can either jump over or duck under rocks to do this successfully. Yeah, I'm basically sacrificing this run to get more rocks. It's fine. Well, that was just foolishness. Do someday need to practice that whole jumping over rocks concept. Well, I did successfully jump over a rock. Ah, I thought that would work. I'm starting to wonder if the old tower would be an easier way to get shield. In fact, I kind of want to try that now. Instead of being immediately pelted by boulders, just take a nice little fun catapult ride. Right after I hope desperately that I don't die immediately to book. also could still do hedge maze. Fireball is quite helpful with hedge maze. I mean, I am actually safe from the mutants while I'm hanging on this rope. Video games are fun. We play them for relaxation or something. Okay, successfully made it without losing any lives. Amazing. Great. Okay, how many birds are coming for me now? Oh my lord. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely an area you want to come into with plenty of rocks on hard difficulty.
Yeah. Oh.
Eh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not trying very hard to farm anything, I'm just looking for exits. Though if the opportunity presents itself, I will definitely collect some goodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, stop fighting.
Yeah.
Apparently I have to stand to go through the doorways. And I'm maintaining my health from the last screen.
Yeah.
No sneaking up behind me.
Oh.
Duh.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the frequency of gates between hedge maze levels here. Oi. This may not be going as well as I'd hoped. Okay. Not today, Vulture.
Yeah.
Okay, again, I may have to use a return... Ahem. I may have to use a return potion because I am doing fairly well on the looting of stuff, except for rocks.
Yeah.
Could use a few more rocks.
Oh.
Well, poop. Well, let's see about what I can learn about the old tower. Or I could try the wine cellar again. Getting a bit tired. Just in case I make it out of here alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, having Fireball is very helpful in knowing how I need to adjust my aim. One guard down. Two guards down. And be pretty careful not to jump into the path of any barrels. And we're in, with all 3 lives. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these bottles do drop more frequently on advanced, which is worrisome for these first few layers. And that is exactly why. I wonder if I can do a short jump down to there and live.
Yeah.
Haha, I can't. Well, for certain values of live, depending on if I get brained by a wine bottle. Ah, so I do need to take you out regardless of what I do. Yeah, maybe I try that one some more after getting the helmet. Helmet's gonna help survivability a lot. I have done quite a lot of these levels on advanced difficulty before, and gotten the orbs, but it has been a couple of years, and it usually takes a lot of tries. Oh yeah, this is a thing. I had forgotten about this cheese strategy. But I'm so glad I remembered, because you see, the henchman can't get me from here. I can easily get him. And I think that goes for the hammer, mace, and shovel as well. Oh, how dare you bonk me when I'm at the computer. This game really loves to punish hubris. Really? Sometimes you just gotta be bold. So very many mutants. Okay, so on Novice you get... On Novice and I think on Beginner you get 2 birds. On Intermediate you get 4, and on Advanced you get 6. And spikes. And even with Fireball, they're already coming back. Oh. How are you supposed to do this in any reasonable time frame? Well, not like that. Okay, now see, there was a string where I could potentially have taken out 4 birds in one go. So what I'm thinking is I want to wait until at least 3 birds are gone. But juggling the timing of the ropes and the spikes is really annoying. Ooh, I can reach the rope from the far side of the spikes, unfortunately, bird. Also, I'm almost out of lives. But I've learned a useful thing. Oops. I love how the rats spawn in to nibble on your corpse when you die. Okay, well, I am getting sleepy. So, my reaction time is not so great anymore. So I'm going to call the stream here and say goodnight, everyone. Don't worry, I do remember the secret that is in the training hall, or training area. So, good night everyone, thank you for tuning in. And sorry for bonking my microphone.